Welcome back to Crazy Bill's Garage. And today I got for you a K&N. Did I even say that right? K&N oil filter. It is a HP 108. So we're going to take a look at it using the red backdrop today because I think of red for some reason when I'm doing K&N. Well, okay, orange and red, of course. Now, let me get this open. I think this is for I think it's for Subaru, but yeah, I think KN1008 is for Subaru or type vehicles like that. And I bought this and I was going to use it, but then I thought, nah, I'm not going to use it in my Subaru. I might as well just make a video. So, by the way, I'm just using now just Subaru oil filters on my Subaru because I just love those filters. So why not do it? As you can see, by looking at this, I dropped it. See, that's staying in the take. Put some light on it. As you can see, we have the kind of makes of a Champ Labs. And if you look in there, you can see Ecor. Oh, definitely Champ Labs makes this filter. Though it is made in America, it says on the box. I found cool about this. It has one of these stickers here on the inside of the box. You can peel it off, stick it on your vehicle, write down the date, the current mileage, when you should get it changed. Yeah, not enough oil companies do this. Well, oil filter companies. They got to do this. People just can't remember when they had their last oil change. Usually, I've been trying to get into the practice of writing on the filter of my filters I put in when I change the oil at what mileage and stuff. But of course, sometimes I forget, or I am just literally too lazy, possibly lazy. So let us take a look at this. Here is the seal, which will be just probably just like a Champ Labs. Yeah, it's not bad. You might have noticed I'm not comparing it to anything today. Comparing it to any oil filters today because I was thinking, I am just overworked and just underpaid. No, I'm kidding. I was just thinking, I haven't done a good single one in a while. I was thinking, well, I had this in my box. Let's just do it. And I want to see what's in it. Of course, we got the easy removal. Well, what do we call this? Easy. What's it? I want to know what we call this. So they call it the easy removal with integrated nut. Okay, that's what we call it. 2 times stronger for extreme conditions. Oh, we'll check to see how thick you are. And it's good for 20,000 miles or 32,000 kilometers, they say. It's always a they say. Doesn't mean it's right. It's just what they say. So there you go. It is quite heavy, so this probably does have quite a heavy canister on it. Like, it doesn't move. Ow. As many as I've seen these and as many as I've taken a few off engines, I've had a few that were leaking. And they always were leaking up here where this was added. And I don't know why, but there's like 3 I've taken off. I've probably taken off like 6 or 7 in my life of different vehicles, and 3 were leaking. And one was actually, there was a rust hole inside here. So it makes me wonder. I don't know how long they were on there though, but it was weeping out of the weep holes. I don't know why. I'm just saying, I've had a few of these where, yeah, they rusted through or it broke. This thing broke or pulled away, and but I don't know. But right now, we're gonna cut her open, see what we got. So we got her open, and it did not take too many turns to cut this open. So I'm thinking, well, are we open yet? Oh man. There we go. Hey, there's a silicone. Oh, that looks like a Fram silicone. Probably is. Probably is a Fram. But definitely silicone. Feels great. Here we are with the base. And you can see the signature Champ Labs type base. We got 4 threads. It's not too heavy. Oh, I didn't weigh any of this. So total weight 189.3. So you know. And let's go to ounce. 6.677. 6.677 ounces. There we go. I got her weight. I now know. Go back to grams. 1.89.3. There we go. Okay. Let's move on again. So, yes, we have the total base of a Champ Labs here. Not a bad base. Why does this thing have a ridge on it? It's got a ridge on the inside. Shouldn't that be? I don't know why it would have a ridge on the inside. Not up to me. I don't make them. I just cut them off and show them. But we looked at. Well, we already did this, so let us deal with this. So you hear that? When I did that, that's the the welds letting go. Yeah, that's these welds letting go, or it's the glue. By the way, there's the date code. If you didn't see it earlier, was that upside down? There we go. There's the date code. I'll just cut that other part out when I put it upside down. Nope, I won't. I don't want to get that involved in all of my, editing. I'm already enough involved in it. But yeah, a few of these, probably where they welded in here, they use that little welder thing that does that thing. Probably burned through on some of these that I've seen. And yeah, honestly, oil was coming through here or through this little hole. So that's crazy. But let's see how thick that is. And I will not measure it on the sticker. Or will I? Let's measure one on the sticker. Let's just see. 0.70 on the sticker. So 0.52 millimeters. That's actually pretty good. We'll do one here, 0.51. Actually, that's really good. That was a lot thicker than I was given it credit for. Because, yeah, it's pretty thick, but it cuts so fast. It must be doing something different with that cutter. It just cut through her like, oh, right. I probably wasn't watching or paying attention when I was cutting it, so it probably did go a lot more than I thought. Look at all these little, you know. So this filtration is going to go to 20,000. You know what? I'm going to shine a light through there. What kind of light do I got? I only got right now the. Sure, we'll shine that through there. I'm not going to see anything here. Let me get a better light going here. So all I got is my black light. I couldn't find another light, so let's just shine that in there. And we can see through there. Actually, yeah, can you see that? Look at that. Picks up on camera. I can't see that with my eyes. Oh. Yeah, how many times am I going to drop this thing? Now this test is useless because I dropped it. Probably was useless before. So it probably meant nothing anyway since I did this thing. It was in there, but it rocks. It actually rocks on here. So it's not sitting in there perfectly. I don't like these type. They don't seal great. They put these little bumps on here to try to get them to stay in and seal. But for some reason, that kind of stops it from actually getting right next to it and sealing it. So, yeah, I just chuck that. Oh, now I chucked that off the table. Going under the table to find this thing. How many cat toys I find under there? It's got a lot of pressure, like it's supposed to have for Subaru. What is that? 23 to 25 psi. It's got a lot of pressure. I'd like to test that against a real Subaru to make sure it would actually open at the right time. And here we go. Looks nice. Looks very nice. But is this filtration good enough to go the distance? I don't know. We're going to have to count the pleats and then cut her off and take a look at it. So we got 52 pleats. 52 pleats. And that's something. Well, I'm going to cut her off. So there we go. Super knife. Where's my... Oh, do I not... Still super knife. Just looking for my holding glove. That is a glove that I certainly won't cut my hand off. And it's nothing special, by the way. Wow. Nothing special at all. It sounds terrible cutting through here. Oh, it's getting through. Man, I make a lot of noise. I have a new old desk coming. I'm going to use for my videos here. It's an old desk I found. It's an old wooden one, oak, I believe. I'm going to use that for some videos. Well, that's going to be my new desk here. It sits a little higher and it's a lot solider. So let's get this off. Come on. There we go with the E-core. Very strong, very good. There we go with the typical type of an adhesive they use in this now. It's kind of a gluey like color. Is that a word? Gluey type color? I think it is. Let's see how much we got here for weight, just because I can. 8.0 grams. Okay. Let me take off this glove. And I don't know what type this is. Well, we're going to take a look under it under the microscope soon. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of length here. Like, wow. But probably do fine job. I think the plates are really, really short. Let's see here. 0.65 millimeters. I will try her in one more spot because that's what I try to do now. Nope, I didn't get that one. There we go. 0.69 millimeters. Okay. There we go. Probably flows pretty good. I think it probably flow really well. All right. I'm going to see how long this is when I take her apart here. There's where they go together. Oh, okay. That is held together really good. So, do a little rip test here. Oh, yeah. Doesn't feel like any dual layer or anything. It just feels like it's all the same all the way through. Seems okay. It does. So there we go at 38 inches. It's 96.5 centimeters. The width, 1.5 inch or 4 centimeters. So yeah, we got a little bit of filtration there, and I mean little. It's not the biggest, but it is tiny little filter. So we're going to cut a piece off this and look at it through the microscope now. So there we go. I think, what are we in at? 700 times. And I think we are looking at synthetic glass. Let me see if I can get it sharper. All right, I think that worked. It is a little bit sharper. Yeah, I think we're looking at synthetic glass here. It looks pretty darn good, I must say. Like, yeah, it's definitely something special, of course, for filtration. I know it's not like that other stuff, but this stuff looks just as good under the microscope. And here we are on the back side of this filtration from the Canon. And yeah, it looks pretty darn good on this side too. I think this looks like a darn pretty good filter. And yeah, I definitely say it's some sort of synthetic glass or enhanced synthetic, something like that. I could look it up, but nah. I think we just look under the microscope and we pretty well can tell that it is something special. Like me, I am something special. At least that's what they always used to tell me when I was young. So there we go. It's the Can N. Actually, remember, I forgot to tell you, this is actually the Canon that is the premium oil filter. Now I tell you, at the end of, maybe I'll have to write that in there at the beginning, saying that it's the premium oil filter from Canon, not just their normal Canon, which I think has like red. I think it has red filtration. I can't remember. I do so many filters, memory loss, That's why I'm special. So, there we go. Hope you enjoyed. Would you use it? How do you like it? I know Champ Labs makes it, and it looks like they do a pretty decent job, except, like I said, where all these welded parts are. Not a fan. And not a fan the way the bypass actually sits on there and we can see light through it. And yeah, just use it long enough so that actually where it shows through clogs up with carbon or something, and then you won't have to worry about it. Don't take that as a thing I'm saying. I'm just saying that's what you could do. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And tune in Friday for something I have no idea. I have no filters. And we'll see what will happen.